Hey YouTube, it's me again. I just wanted to come on briefly. I had a few questions about my transitioning when I was going from relaxed to natural and what I did. And before I get into that, I will give you a little bit of my hair history. Well, before I get into that, let me please excuse this, what I have going on with my hair right now. I still have the blowout in my hair. And I just attempted cornrowing last night, and I kind of succeeded, but kind of failed at the same time. As you can see, it's doing something. Now, I know how to plait. I could plait all day, but the cornrow thing I've never been really good at. Anyways, basically my hair history. I believe I got my first relaxer when I was maybe in the first or second grade, and I was relaxed through maybe about 7th grade. And I think my mom was transitioning me without me knowing it, because I remember waking up, in 9th grade and realizing I have an afro, and I would just style my afro. But I remember thinking before that, whenever I would go get my hair relaxed, I never liked it. It was bone straight, and I have a full face. I don't look good with bone straight hair. So, I had an afro in 9th grade, and then sometime between, I think right before 9th grade, my aunt had put a light relaxer in my hair because she couldn't cornrow it. So that kind of loosened up my curl a little bit. And when I moved to Brooklyn for high school in the 10th grade, everybody had relaxers. At the time, I believe I had micro braids in my hair. And through that whole time that my mom was transitioning me, I realized I had cornrows and braids and sew-ins and things like that. So, transitioning then, I didn't even know I was. So fast forward back to 10th grade, I wanted a perm. So I got a perm, and it was okay. Once I finally got in the regimen of getting my hair done, my hair grew to about right here. And then I went to college where, I don't know if it was the water in the dorm or what, but everybody seemed to have been having a few hair issues. The pipes were rusty and nasty, and I think that kind of caused a lot of hair breakage. Follow 5. And so I was cutting my hair and just doing different things with it. I had braids, I had sew-ins. And that summer, the summer of my freshman year, I decided to cut my hair off, all of it, really short and tapered, like Fantasia, the pixie cut. I had that going on for a while, and it was funny because I just got it cut once or twice and then just let it grow out. I didn't even keep the style, so I just let it grow. And going into my junior year, that November of 2007, I decided that I couldn't afford to keep getting relaxers in my hair. So I just decided to go natural. That was really my only reason. I didn't have the money. I was a broke college student. So I transitioned. I got my last relaxer, I believe it was November 27th. And I transitioned to May 2008. Between the November 2007 and May 2008, I wasn't really doing too many different transitioning things. I didn't really know about transitioning. So my thing was, oh, I'm going to press my hair out today. Oh, well, my roots puffed up and I look crazy now. I'll just slick it back. That was my regimen. A lot of gel, a lot of grease to just hold it back. It was winter time. It was cold, so I wasn't really too much thinking about my hair. Sometimes I did the 2-strand flat twist rows going back so that it could all be one texture, because my hair was weakening at the line of demarcation where the relaxed ends meet the new growth. It was getting weak, and it was shedding, and it was breaking a lot. So every so often I kept cutting it. It would grow to my shoulders, and I would cut about 1 inch to half an inch off. It would grow back down. I would cut it. Until one day I realized when I cut at the back, it was curly. So I just kind of looked in the mirror. I said, you know what? I'm going to cut it off. I'm just going to cut my hair off. It was like a week or two before my 21st birthday. I called my friend over. I said, girl, I'm cutting my hair. She said, you're crazy. And I said, come over anyways. So she sat there. I just wet my whole head, waited for it to curl up. I saw the straight part, and then I cut it. That's it. I did that all over. And then I think a few days later, I went and got Senegalese twist. Yeah. So my transition wasn't really that difficult. I just made sure that I kept my hair moisturized and oiled, and that was it. I didn't do anything fancy. I didn't play with too many different styles. Sometimes I put rollers in it and it'd all be kind of curly. But I really didn't have too much of a problem with it. It was only 6 months and it went by like that. I think that if I would have tried to go any longer, like some people transition for 18 months, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have got too frustrated. And I see a lot of people that do get frustrated by that point. So I just kind of cut it off. And once you cut the relaxed ends off, your hair just grows like wild flowers. I mean, your hair is going to grow anyways. The growth has nothing to do with the ends. People, for some reason, think that your hair grows from the bottom and they're scared to cut it. But really, it's if your ends are split, your ends will split up the shaft. And if it splits all the way up the shaft, it could damage your follicle. So your ends constantly breaking off is what prevents your hair from staying at a decent length. It's going to keep growing, but it's just not going to stop breaking. As far as tips for transitioning, I would just say make sure your hair is moisturized, because that where your relaxed hair meets your new growth, it's very weak right there. So putting a lot of heat on it, I wouldn't say that's a very good idea. I would just try things that would make the texture look as close to your natural texture versus your straight texture, because you could also run the risk of damaging your new growth by the constant heat. You will find that your hair might be a little burnt straight. So be careful with the heat. Also, the least amount of manipulation, the better. And that's just for any hair, natural or relaxed. The constant combing and all that kind of stuff. When my hair is blown out like this, I have a habit of combing it a lot. But I've always had that habit, so I try not to blow out my hair a lot. I probably blow out my hair with the blow dryer, I could say maybe twice a year. I probably wear my hair flat iron straight maybe twice a year. When I can stretch my hair out by just doing braid outs, I do that. I don't really put too much heat on my hair unless I'm deep conditioning with a plastic bag. So I hope that's helped. If you have any other questions, feel free to put it in the comment box or inbox me. Just, kind of keep the faith. People that are transitioning to natural hair, it's a new territory for them, and I can see how it's easily discouraging. I know some people that still keep relaxers underneath their sink just in case. They just can't take it anymore, but it's worth it. Healthy hair is beautiful hair, and healthy hair just happens to grow to long lengths. So I hope you guys have learned something, and I will see you guys later. Bye.